Well, hello, Capricorn. Happy New Year. Welcome to your first reading of the year. Can you even believe it? I can't. I can't believe it. But we will be getting into January. I had already pulled a card for you because I tried to start this. When I realized that my camera wasn't focusing, it's still not. Tried to restart it, but we'll deal. Um, you have athlete in reverse. Misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. And I'm not sure where this was going. Also, I saw a ribbon dancer. Remember when we were kids, or I don't know how old you are, I'm pretty old. And there was, as seen on TV, it was a stick with a string on it. But a stick with a ribbon on it, and it was like a ribbon dancer. So I saw that. I'm not sure where this is going, but we're gonna continue, Capricorn. Okay, so we have changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Interesting. Um okay, so what this feels like, Capricorn, is let's say that you've been working, right? And you're solely focused on work and your goals and achieving something. And then all of a sudden, someone comes around and you fall in love. Or let's say you tell yourself, you know what, I'm never going to talk to this person again. Like, they did something to me in 1994, and I'll never forget. I feel like all that is changing. Like, you may see this person and be like, oh, well, they're probably different than they were in 1994. It feels like something like that. Very interesting energy, but I'm going to continue to pull out the cards, Capricorn, and then we're going to fully talk about this energy, okay? Okay, we have caring connections, ascendant masters, and thinking man. Interesting. I forgot to show the cards. I'll do it now. Hopefully you can see. Caring connections, ascendant masters, and the thinking man. And again, I apologize, Capricorn, that my camera is not focusing. The great mystery, fire, passion. I feel like you're in for a surprise. And then eagle, communication. This feels very reminiscent of last month for some reason as well. Okay, so we're starting off with Ten of Wands, the Star, Queen of Wands, Judgment, Ten of Cups, King of Wands, Page of Wands, the Fool, and the World. One, two, three, four major arcana is quite a bit. And the first thing I notice about this is there's a shift in the energy. Like you are focusing on one thing and then that focus is gearing you towards something else. So right in the center, Capricorn, you do have the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful. It talks about emotional satisfaction. Um, I almost feel like you're looking at someone in a different way. I wouldn't even say perspective, like a different way. Like I wasn't interested. Like I wasn't interested, but now I am. Or I thought I liked you, but now I don't. um, I just feel like you're looking at someone in a different perspective. And honestly, you may just be opening yourself up to love, okay? Because I can see right here with the Ten of Wands that love has not been the easiest thing for you, especially last year. It wasn't the easiest situation. I'm almost feeling a wave of complication for no reason. Because that's what it feels like to you. It's like, why would somebody make it complicated? Why would they make it hard to be in love for no reason? Like, what was the point there? That's the energy that I'm getting from it. So I feel like that heaviness is almost over. 2024 is going to be like a love year for you. And not even that, satisfaction. Two tens. It's like you ended something, you healed something, and now you're moving forward. So it's a good year for love, I would say. I also see you being confident in your happiness, confident in the things that you want to achieve, goals, career goals, financial goals, um, entrepreneurship goals, love goals. I see you being confident in those, meaning that they are turning out great. You know, it's like anything you go for, anything you want, as long as it's true to yourself in a authentic way, should be great. Like you shouldn't have a problem at all. Um, I see new love, possibly with someone younger than you. And you may meet them on a trip or something. I feel like you're going to meet someone that's different from you in a lot of ways, but they make you very happy. And I'm getting this vibe of it being easy. It's not as hard. It's easy. And what's so interesting is you have this mindset that you assume everything, well, not everything, but love will be hard or difficult because of all the things you've been through. But this one won't be. And I feel like it's surprising because of that. You know, it's surprising that it's not hard. It's not difficult. It's not complicated. Um, Interesting. Uh, yeah, your love life is turning over a new leaf. It's starting with January. It's like the energy is shifting in January, but 2024, because I feel this feels very reminiscent of a story about the year as more than it is about January. Okay, so let's get into this. Yeah, so now I'm getting this. This is like you're used to something being a certain way and there's going to be a shift and a change. So you don't want to keep doing the same things because things are going to change. Yeah, it's almost like things just changed overnight. Like the new year came in and everything is just different. Yeah, this is about closing out 2023 and moving into 2024, to be completely honest with you, Capricorn. But from what I see, I feel like 2023 was pretty heavy. It looks like you had a lot of responsibilities. You were doing a lot of things. Love was tough. Everything just seemed hard. It's that Saturn. They're talking about Saturn energy, and Saturn energy is about difficulties and dramas and resilience and getting through the fight. All of that. But I feel like you have sort of picked up that maybe everything is going to be like this, or maybe like 2024 is like this, or this is what my life is, or this is how my love life is going to be, or everything is going to be difficult. And I don't see that. It's time to have hope and faith that things can be better. I feel like 2024 feels very healing, and it's starting to feel like that in January. Things just seem to be looking up. It feels like it, like things are looking up for you. So, have confidence. I feel like the biggest thing going in 2024 is having confidence in yourself and the decisions that you make and the choices that you make, that you'll always be doing something to make it better, that you're not trying to make it worse. Just have that confidence in yourself and the confidence in your spirit guides and the universe and your higher power, because that's what great mystery is. It's like 2024 is a clean slate. You don't know what's coming, but there's like the ultimate possibility. It's almost like you went through a lot to set yourself up for the best 2024. And that's why I'm feeling the Saturn energy. It's like you went through all of this to have this really good energy. Good. Okay. I don't know why there's such a focus on love. I feel like there was one relationship in particular in 2023 that was a rough one. I feel like you took a lot of responsibility, or took a lot of the blunt end of things to make it better. It's kind of like, well, I'm dedicated. I believe in this relationship. I really like this person. I'm going to try to make it work. It gives me that type of vibe, Capricorn. Like you really tried to do that, and you really tried to put that effort and that energy into this. And it was like you had to make a choice. I don't know why I'm hearing this, like clean slated. You had to make this choice. Yeah, you had to make this choice to kind of clean slate it. Because I feel like it was one of those things where you were doing very well. Like in a normal, healthy relationship, it would have worked. But this one was not one of those. And that's why it didn't work. It had nothing to do with you. But there's a feeling of accepting that and moving forward, so now you're like, I know that I made a good choice. I'm not going to doubt my choice, and I'm going to continue to make those kind of choices moving forward. And that is great, to keep doing what you're doing, because it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's the wrong people. That was the wrong person. Okay. So you want to be happy. And what's interesting is I feel like in January, you kind of look around at your surroundings and you go, I love my life the way that it is. Like there may be some fine tuning. I may want to find a relationship or work on this. That doesn't impact the general happiness or joy in your life. And I feel like you're like, this is emotionally fulfilling. I'm happy where I am. I would like to add happiness to that. I don't want to add things to it that create issues. I want to add happiness. So that's what I'm feeling at the moment. And all of that kind of adjusts the choices that you make moving forward. So I see it's almost like you leveled up at the end of the year with all this like spiritual wisdom and knowledge, and now you're using that to better yourself in 2024. Okay. You seem um untouchable in a way where, like, on fire. Yeah, like this. Like on fire. Like super dedicated, ready to go. No one can touch you. You're on fire. Don't be scared to try new things. Like I said, some of you may be meeting someone that's younger than you, or different from you, but for some reason there's some sort of attraction. It's almost like you want to give this person your time and attention and affection. It's like somebody wakes you up. Like they come out of nowhere, they call you, they approach you, something of that nature. And it's very, you almost feel like, oh, this person is so different from me, or they're younger than me, so this is a waste of time. But I feel like they're being serious. It feels like they're being serious and they want to nurture something. They want to try. So I'm seeing in January to like take risk on things that are different. People, situations, opportunities. You'll be surprised what you learn. Be careful about immediately wanting to cut things off. It feels like you need to have a little bit of patience. Because I feel like whatever it is that you're about to start, something has to end. So this person you may be talking to, maybe like right on the butt end of breaking up a relationship or something. It doesn't mean this person's a cheater. It just is a weird time that you caught this person. Yeah, because I see that something can really grow from a new love interest. And I see that you're like questioning it. But I would say continue to talk to this person, and you'll see more and more that you like them. It's not. It'll just happen organically. Okay. All right. Let's dig deep. Your finances are healing, and so is your work environment if it has not been the best, Capricorn. Okay. Whatever it is, I feel like you've really put in the work to make something happen. You really, I almost feel like you've really broken your back to go out of your way to make things just even able to do every day. And because you didn't take any risks and you stuck to a plan, because I feel like you stuck to a plan, and because you weren't careless with your time and with your energy, you can be confident that things are going to get better. Okay. I see things working out for you. It's almost like you didn't think that the universe or your manifestation or, your higher power was listening to you, but they were. Okay. Because I see it working out just the way that it should. It's very interesting because it almost feel like it worked out in a way where it just happened. And you're like, wow, that's great. So look, look forward to that. Yeah, your love life has not been the best. I see you focusing on work and career a lot, or you were, because at least that can guarantee you something. At least you can hold on to that. At least that makes sense. At least that was stable. That's what I'm hearing, right? So I see that there wasn't a lot of energy, there wasn't a lot of choice to go towards love. It wasn't a lot of choice to work on love because you could just work on your career. At least that made sense. But what's interesting is, like I'm saying, it's going to kick off. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of attention, or from one person in particular, or just a lot of attention from one place, you know? Like, let's say you go to a party, you'll get lots of attention there. Let's say you go to a bar, you'll get lots of attention there. Or it may be lots of attention from one person. So it's lots of attention from one person, Capricorn, or you go to a place and get a lot of attention from a lot of people. It's one of the two things that I'm feeling here. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. And I'm going to say this, especially when it comes to love and matters of the heart in January, because how else would you get to the truth if you don't do that? Okay. Yeah, it's like, it's time to like be confident in you, in your choices and your decisions. Not choices and decisions as much as I would just say confidence, you know. It's like vulnerability in a healthy way. But it's almost like, you know, now that you have the strength and the confidence to go towards the things that you want and say the things that you want, you know, in a nice way. You know what I mean? Like, do you want a relationship, or are you trying to have a one night stand? You know, like being really straight up forward. Because I feel like this is going to help you cultivate the kind of long-term relationship that you want. There's a lot of focus on love here. There's not a lot of emphasis on you following your heart. There's a lot of emphasis on you being the type of person to follow logic. And your heart is the thing that you need to follow in January. Okay. I'm telling you, Capricorn, somebody is talking to you. Somebody either younger, somebody you're like, this person would never, you know, but they are really interested in trying to nurture something with you, and you're a little bit like, aren't you too young? You know, I feel like in your mind, you're like, aren't you too young? Aren't we different? This doesn't make sense. You know, like you're skeptical. You're like, what is going on? Yeah, it's like, it's almost like you don't want to miss something. You know, you don't want us to fall into a trap almost. But I'm telling you, with Temperance and the Page of Swords, there's something about this. There's something to be heard here, and you need to listen, okay? It just feels like something new is coming out of this. Yeah, it feels like something's coming out of this. But I feel like, Capricorn, you're like, I need to make sure that there is stability here. I need to make sure that whatever I'm moving forward with is something that I'm going to carry into the next year. So I feel like that's why you're very hesitant. But I would say listen still, okay? That's very interesting. Prosperity lies ahead. I'm telling you, Capricorn. 2024 looks absolutely beautiful for you. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Dedication, hard work. You know what? This is very much like, this is Spirit's message, by the way. And this is about being dedicated to transformation in the new year. Okay. Like, have in your mind transformation for 2024. What can I do to make things better? You know, taking action, not overthinking. You've been through a lot, and this is your year of rewards for sure. Okay, so we have the bouquet, we have the coffin, and then we have the ring. Yeah, 2024 is like a gift to you, Capricorn. It's almost a time for you to reap the rewards and benefits for the hard work and dedication and that Saturn energy that you went through in 2023. So I see that this is ending. right? And I'm getting that energy of like, leave it in 2023. Leave that mindset, that feeling, all of that in 2023. It's gone. It's not there anymore. So now we're moving into something different, right? And I'm telling you, I see love for you this year. I do. I see love for you this year. It's a gift. Take a gift. Don't give it back because you think it's too expensive. I mean, that's a scenario that I'm seeing here. You know, it's like, oh, you're being presented with the things that you have karmically created for yourself, and you're like, doesn't feel right. You know, you better take that Gucci bag, Capricorn. Well, I love you. Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye.